my passionate learners, I hope you all are doing great. Welcome back to another exciting video with Sapphire Academy. Today we are going to study one of the most important components of English grammar, which helps us form meaningful and complete sentences. Understanding the verb will enable us to express action, states, and events clearly and accurately. Before we move further, let's understand the meaning of a verb. A verb is a word that expresses an action, a state of being, or an occurrence. In other words, a verb tells us what the subject does or what happens to the subject. Hence, without a verb, a sentence remains incomplete. Now consider the sentence. She writes a letter. Here, the word writes shows the action performed by the subject she. Therefore, writes completes the meaning of the sentence. We understood the definition of verb. Let's see why verbs are important. It is clear that verbs play a crucial role in a sentence formation. They help us show the action or state, indicate time through tense, express certainty, possibility, or mood. Hence, the verb is rightly called the backbone of a sentence. Moving ahead, verbs can be classified into three main types. It is important to know the types of verbs to use them correctly in sentences. These are the action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. Let's begin with action verbs, which form one of the most common and essential types of verb in English grammar. They help convey the actual activity performed by the subject in a sentence. An action verb is a verb that expresses a physical or mental action performed by the subject. In other words, action verbs tell us what the subject is doing or what action is taking place. For example, he runs every morning. Next is, they think carefully before making a decision. In these sentences, the verbs runs and think clearly indicate the action performed by the subject. Therefore, it is evident that action verbs are responsible for showing activity, movement, or mental effort. Next, we have linking verbs. Linking verbs do not show action. Instead, they connect the subject with information about it. It is important to note that common linking verbs are is, am, are, was, were. For example, the flower is beautiful. Here, the verb links the subject flower to its description. Thus, it does not show action but a state of being. Finally, let's discuss helping verbs. Helping verbs assist the main verb in expressing tense, mood, or voice. Common helping verbs are is, am, are, has, have, had, will, and can. For example, they are studying for the exam. In this sentence, are helps a main verb studying to complete the meaning. Hence, it is called a helping verb. To sum up, we have learned about verbs, their importance, and their types. If you found this helpful, do hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe the channel for more exciting lectures like this. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining. See you soon.